Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to take a bit of time this afternoon to explain to you all how I would like you to complete the new 10 mini challenges assignment. So the very first thing you're going to have to do is to access Microsoft Teams. So you'll just do that the usual way by clicking on the panel on your launchpad, which should take you into your Teams. You will then look for your team. Now obviously I have a lot of teams here for each of my classes. I have set the same work for S1 to 3, so I'm just going to use F1A as an example. Once you're into your team, if you click on assignments at the top, and your first assignment should be there for you. So you're looking for BGE Home Learning Challenge 1, and if you click on that, it should open up. Now it looks slightly different to you than it does to me at the moment, but what I'm going to do is to click on student view, and that will give you the same view that you guys should have at home. Now there's a few bullet points to read through first of all. So there are 10 mini challenges in total. What I will do is assign one mini challenge per week, and you can complete those mini challenges in any order you like, as long as you're completing a minimum of one per week. So for example, you might choose to complete 2 1 week and maybe not do one the next week. As long as you're averaging at 1 per week and submitting those to me, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to show you today as well how to upload photographs, video and audio evidence into the space provided in the PowerPoint. And it's important to note that as well as positive referrals up for grabs, we will have a prize for the best attempt at each mini challenge, and that is across both my classes and Mrs. Cowie's classes. So it's important that you put in lots of effort. Now, if you look at the instructions, the first part there is download the PowerPoint and save to your own device. So how you do that is at the bottom, you've got this little bit that says student work, and if you click on the 3 dots at the bottom, there should be a panel there and an option for you to download. Now I'm not going to do it just now, just because Teams is super busy and it's taken a while for things to download with everyone being on during the day, but what I can do is access that from my own computer. So you have now saved this to your own computer or your own device using the download function, and then we're going to open up that PowerPoint there. So when you get the PowerPoint, it should look like this. Now the first thing you've got there is the learning intentions and success criteria. Now it is important to remember that we are still doing lots of skills-based work, just in a slightly different way, in that we're not in the classroom, but we are learning skills from home. So our learning intentions, we are performing music from a range of styles and cultures, confidently using performance directions, musical notation and or playing by ear. And we are also, depending on what challenge we are doing, using our voices, musical instruments and music technology to improvise or compose with melody, rhythm and timbre. Now, I've spoken about skills development quite a lot in my classes. The 3 skills I would like to focus on for this unit are as follows. So obviously creating, we are avoiding copying other people's ideas, and instead we can use them and build on them to create something different. Using ICT and software, obviously really important given that we are working remotely and digitally at the moment, so using software and apps in a variety of ways to improve our learning and managing change as well. So we are learning digitally and remotely rather than in the classroom. It's a lot of change to take on board, so finding positives in challenging times and knowing where to access support if need be. Now we've already been through the rules, if you like, of the challenge. So we've said that there are 10 mini challenges, 1 challenge per week and so on. I'm going to briefly go through each of the challenges with you just before I show you how to upload your evidence. So for example, you've got here, you would upload a photograph on other slides. So for example, the next one, I'm looking for you to upload a video and so on, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So challenge 1, creating your own drum kit. This is courtesy of another music teacher I found on Twitter, so thank you very much to her. The instructions are to create your own drum kit using pots, pans, crockery and kitchen utensils, making sure that you are asking permission from your parents or carers. Be mindful that they may be working from home too, but bonus points if you can get them involved. So then what you're going to do is upload either a photograph or a short video clip to your PowerPoint. And how you would do that is, I've set up a folder of videos, photos and audio just to show you as an example. You would go to insert. At the top you should have 3 options, so you should have pictures, video and audio. The first one I'm going to show you to upload then is pictures. So if I go over here to pictures, I've got the option to load a picture from a file. there we go. I've created a special folder on my desktop with examples for this tutorial. So if I go in, I have a lovely picture to insert of my dog. This is Cooper George. Okay, so I would just crop Cooper George until he fits in that little square there. There we go, he's a bit stretched, but there he is, Cooper George. And I've inserted a photo. The next slide then, so the cup challenge, I have to learn the cup song. So if you either scan the QR code there using an app on your phone, I don't know that iPhones do this automatically on the camera, or if you don't have access to anything that can scan a QR code, if you click on the cup, it'll do the very same thing and it will hyperlink you to the same YouTube video where you can watch a tutorial of a teacher showing you how to do the cup song. Now, obviously, to show me enough evidence to show me that you can actually do the cup song, we're required to upload a video here instead of a photo. So if you remember, if we go to insert, and then we've got 3 options. So we've got either pictures, video, audio. This time we are uploading a video. So you will have uploaded your video from your device already to your computer. And I am just going to upload this example. So this is totally out of context, but this example here is the video that I used for the TikTok challenge, which I think is challenge 6 of Mrs. Cowie and her family, who very kindly demonstrated the Mr. Sandman challenge for us. So again, I'll just highlight that till it goes blue, click on insert, and that video there should insert there for me. And again, I would just crop it. It doesn't need to be exactly the size, you can just crop it until it roughly fits in there, or you could even delete the little bit in the background so that your video sits there nicely, and making sure that each time you've done a challenge, if you're clicking save at the top, just to make sure that you're not losing any work. If we skip to challenge 3, again you're required to upload a photograph, so this time you're creating a DIY instrument using recycled materials. So again, if you click the bin or you scan the QR code, it should take you to 52 ideas where you can get some inspiration, and if you don't want to try one of those, you can make your own. The next challenge then is courtesy of Holyrood Secondary School, so thank you very much to those guys, where you will be learning to beatbox using GarageBand. So you've got the photo there with the instructions. You might need to click on that, and you could even enlarge it so you can see it a little bit clearer. What you're going to do is, either if you don't have access to GarageBand, practice each of these individually and maybe try recording them, or if you do have access to GarageBand, you guys know how to create a track on GarageBand. We've used the iPads at school. You record each one as a separate track and then try layering those up. Challenge number 5 then is to create a TikTok. So the instructions are for you to watch this video of Mrs. Cowie and her family, who again very kindly demonstrated this TikTok for us, and they are going to demonstrate what is known as the Mr. Sandman challenge, which is rhythm based. So practicing any rhythmic skills that you might have learnt throughout the year, either through your literacy work or through your practical work. Challenge number 6, quite a few of you have taken this challenge on already and have done really well. This is the emoji challenge. So these emojis here spell out the titles of 12 different songs. If they don't spell out the title of the song, they give you clues as to what's in the lyrics to help you guess. So what you will do is simply just click next to the numbers under answers and type your answer in there, and making sure that you're saving your PowerPoint again at the end. Now there is an extra challenge in this one where you can create your own emoji quiz. So you can simply, I would just simply copy and paste that slide in there, and I would delete what's there, leave it in the same format, and maybe get someone else in your family to try it. So maybe pop their name in participants instead, see what their score is out of 12, and see if they can guess your emoji quiz. So you're deleting what's there already and popping in your own emojis. Now I worked out if you're working on a MacBook, what you can do is press Control, Command and Spacebar at the same time, and it will bring up your emojis for you. Obviously if you're working on a phone or an iPad, a tablet, you can access your emojis from there as well. If you're struggling, what you can do is Google them. So for example, say I wanted the ring emoji. If I googled ring emoji, I could actually copy and paste it from Google. So there's another way of doing it there. Challenge number 7 is courtesy of the RSA No. So if you scan that QR code again there, it should take you to a video of the RSA No demonstrating this challenge. So you're grabbing pots, pans, buckets, salt shakers, wooden spoons, Tupperware and so on to make a noise. Again, making sure that you're asking your parents and carers, mindful that they may be working from home. Again, bonus points if you can get them involved. This one here is fantastic. So Incredibox is another beatboxing challenge whereby if you click on Incredibox, it should take you to the website and it's pretty self-explanatory from there. It's a bit like GarageBand, but particularly for beatboxing where they've got pre-recorded loops and you can assign a sound to each person and make a mix and record it from there. Creating a pop music Kahoot. So now we have all used Kahoot before as pupils rather than teachers. So what you're going to do this time is to keep yourself and your family entertained at home. You are going to create your own pop music Kahoot. And if you scan the QR code, which is here with your phone, like we explained before, it should take you to a YouTube tutorial which shows you exactly how to create a tutorial and how to add in the various answers and how to add in like things like video links or photographs or YouTube and so on. And if you click on this little Kahoot logo here, it will take you to the Kahoot website where it will allow you to sign up and to start making Kahoots. And once you've done, if you take a screenshot of your Kahoot and pop it in there, and if you also pop the link into your Kahoot quiz in this box here, and it will allow us to share them with one another. The final challenge then is the COVID-19 Rhythm Challenge. So again, I would either take a screenshot if you can manage to do it on the computer, or what a few of you have done already is just like we've got in this picture here, is to write down the rhythm and write the word next to it, take a photo, upload that to your device and then pop that on. So if you remember, we're going to insert, going to pictures, picture from file, and then just locating your picture from in there. Again, you've got space for the date. Participants, it's great to see some of you getting parents, brothers, sisters, and so on involved. The instructions, I found these coronavirus rhythms online. They are pretty cool, but we can do it much better. I'm sure we can. What to do is write down as many coronavirus/lockdown related words as you can and try adding a rhythm. And just as a reminder there, we've got a reminder of some of the note lengths. I'm just going to quickly go back and show you how to add audio in this Incredibox one. So once you have saved and downloaded your mix, what you can do is, I'm going to delete that little bit just now because that just shows us what we want to add. And if we go again to insert, and you've got pictures, video, and then audio from file, and you just access that exactly the same way. So I've just got Married Life from up here, which I'm going to insert, and that should insert just in that box there. Now, when it comes to submitting your assignment, make sure that you have saved it at the top there, and you should be able to go back to Microsoft Teams. I'm just going to go back to F1E, should take me back to there. You go to View Assignment. Again, mine looks slightly different from yours, but you should have a place in here whereby you can submit your assignment, and that's how I want you to do it. So many of you have done so much great work already, but you've been posting things like screenshots to me on the chat function, which is great, but they will get lost in there and I want to keep a track. So every time that you access your PowerPoint and complete another challenge, I want you to re-upload the new version into the next assignment. So for example, BGE Home Learning Challenge 1, once you've completed your first challenge, you'll save it on your own device and then you'll upload it in reply to this assignment. And A, that can let me keep them all in the one place and keep track of all your work, and B, it will let me see who is completing work and who is engaging with the task and who's not, and I can then export that into a spreadsheet and can contact people individually. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to get in touch via your team and then we'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Okay, good luck, and remember there's a prize for the best effort for each challenge.